Good morning, Michael Robinson here from our teaching facility at Shelter Harbor. I'm going to talk a little bit about impact and rotation today, as I know that it's a really important theme for us to focus on. So if you think about any other sport for a moment with me, and let's start with baseball. If a baseball player had the bat over their shoulder and they went for that ball and they waited and made sure that they stayed facing home plate when they hit it, it would look a little strange. We'll switch gears and we'll go to tennis for a second. If I'm a tennis player and I've got a ball coming at me and I wait and make sure that impact happens in front of me, again, it's going to look a little strange. So if we look at most sports, hockey included too, we're going to feel like there's a pressure shift into our front side, as well as some opening or twisting of our hips and our shoulders to create impact. In baseball, it's pretty clear that they transfer, rotate, and then they hit. Golfers, I find far too often standing there waiting for impact to happen right in front of them, and I think it creates a lot of the issues that we see in our golf swings. We're going to look at just this video for 1 second here that I did just a few moments ago. And on the left side of the screen, we're going to see that my belt line and my shoulders and my chest are nice and open to the target, and my arms are fully extended. On this side of the screen, I stayed kind of facing the golf ball for impact. My hips are still facing it, my shoulders are a little open, but we're going to notice that my arms look a little more jammed up, as I didn't create room, like the rest of the sports, for the club to swing through it.
Just kind of following up what Michael's been talking about, being an athlete and having that motion, same thing. If I was a center fielder for the Boston Red Sox, I would never throw a ball just being stagnant off my back foot. I would create that space with a little bit of a coil, a little bit of a wind up, and then everything would go to my target. So one thing I like to see players do is get that right shoulder closer to the target than on their follow through. My right shoulder's pointing to the target. You can see more of my back, where a lot of times it's the opposite. I see players fall backwards. That's where they're going to get that chicken wing and jammed up, and their right shoulder's over their right knee, left shoulder hasn't rotated. So one of the favorite drills that I like to do is I like to just swing with just one hand and just feel the release of the right side of my body. Another example is a shortstop throwing a ball to first base. They would never throw off their back foot, or a quarterback like Tom Brady would never throw off their back foot. That's an interception. But when they plant and fire, they get great extension, they get the right side of the body through. So we want to get all of our players to extend through impact, and you can see my right shoulder was able to move towards my target. Work with a couple of these drills, and I'm sure it's going to help you out. Good luck.